Now look at your breath, it's very interesting. We rarely give any attention to our breath. It's so important actually. Look, you can live without water for some time. You can live without food for some time. How long can we live without breath? Half a minute. That's it, gone. And our body has many functions which are autonomous. When you say autonomous, they're controlled by the autonomous nervous system. Circulation of blood, we have no control over it, right? It is autonomous. Digestion. We eat food, yeah, but we don't say digest, right? It starts working inside. Different acids are poured, the whole thing is going on. Excretion. We go when it is compulsory to go, but the whole process is not in our hands. Even eating and swallowing is really not in our hands. If the esophagus does not have the movement called peristalsis, you cannot eat food. It won't go. That's why sick people are given food with a tube, because this is not working. Heart, we have no control. It starts, I don't know, when you're a baby inside and the doctor says, yeah, now he's breathing. Now the heart is beating. And then it goes on till it stops. When it stops, we have no control. Yeah, doctor might revive you once or twice. The third time he'll say, I can't do more. We have no control over these things, although we like to think that we are in control of everything. We don't. Now also breath. Breath also, like circulation or digestion or any of these things, is automatic. Like the heart, you don't get up in the morning and say, breathe. It's going on. And when it stops, you are not there to say, now start again. You're gone. Right? So, but if you notice, among all these autonomous systems which happen automatically, there is one which we can also control. That's the breath. You can't control circulation, heart, no, but you can control the breath. And you can say, now go soft, now go fast. So that breath is the link between us, the conscious mind, and that which is beyond. That's the only thing we can handle ourselves. And through practice, you can hold on without breathing for a long time, which normally is not possible. So the breath is linked to both involuntary and voluntary movement, which is, we can also play with it a little bit. So therefore the breath becomes the link to what is here and what is beyond. There must be something which is operating this breathing. So when you connect and become aware of your breath, you are moving towards that, which is the origin of breath. When you say breath work, that is what it means, that you normally are not aware of your breathing at all. For a change, we say, let us look at our breath. Let's be aware of it. And it's such an important factor in our life and existence. So shall we look at our breath? As you look at your breath, as you become aware of your breath, your mind begins to quieten down. Anyway, then the prana, which is moving in all the 100 and odd channels, is brought to one place in the Muladhara. And then, for the yogi, only 3 channels are important. One is the Ida, other is the Pingala, and the central channel called the Shushumna, which is actually part of the central nervous system. The bottom of the spine to the cerebrum. So, pranayama is the art or the science of softening your breath, because you will see that when your mind is agitated, the breathing pattern is also very agitated. When you're calm and quiet, like listening to music or just sitting, watch your breath. Very smooth and nice. So if the mood is reflected in your breath, can we change the mood with the breath? So what the yogi does is first to follow the breath, to become aware of the breath, and then to fix the breath on the Ida and Pingala and make it equal. Pranapana samayukta, make it equal. And then bring it to the Muladhara, gather all the prana there through the mind. Because when the mind becomes aware of the breath and the mind become one. There is no difference. Otherwise they are independent. And then from the Muladhara you raise the prana through the Sushumna, through the different centers, so that your awareness goes from gross to subtle, to subtle, to subtle, to very fine till it reaches the Sahasrara. This is the importance of pranayama.